So I finally camped in Death Valley. I didn't know how great this park was, but I'll be back. But we camped at Furnace Creek Campground. Awesome campground in the middle of Death Valley, next to the visitor center where they recorded the hottest temperature on Earth, 134 degrees, a long time ago. Let's drive into the campground here. I want to share with you what the campground looks like if you're trying to book. This would be great information to have, which sites are the best. I'm going to put a thumbs up on my favorite sites at Furnace Creek that I will try to book in the future when I come back here. Hopefully maybe you can snag as well if you're booking on recreation.gov. I'll take you through two of the loops here. The first loop I'm going to walk you through so you get a good feel for each of the sites. And the second loop I'll drive you through some full hookup sites exist at Furnace Creek that I will share with you in that loop. This campground is actually right next to a lot of amenities, a little tiny resort. I'm going to share with that at the end of the video as well as my top 3 things to do in the area. Let's go check out the sites. Site 10 backs out towards the lake. Site 11, a little uneven here. Backs out to the lake. Pretty nice though. Site 12. Got no one behind you, which is really nice. I like these sites. It's weird, the pavement is a little bit uneven, but Site 12 back to the lake. Site 13. Site 14 deep. Got some trees behind. All these sites kind of back to that dry lake. The Site 14 here too, great site. This area has 3G on AT&T and no cell signal at all on Verizon. Nice. Deep, 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 deep. These sites are pretty good. Advantage of Site 15 there, you got no one off to your left, right? So you can picnic table set up. Really nice. A lot of sites in this place, 150 sites though. See Site 18 there, backs to those trees. Site 19 where we're at. Pretty flat, pretty level, it's pretty nice. Site 20 next to me here. It's got a little bit more privacy almost because you've got trees on the back side there. Sloping a little bit down, not bad. Great view. Before we continue, I wanted to mention that Stovepipe Wells is a great alternate if you can't get a reservation at Furnace Creek in the winter. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Let's continue with our tour of Furnace Creek Campground. 23, pretty short. Have to put a trailer in there. 24 goes deep. You could get a trailer and a truck in that one. Not bad. Here's 25, pretty short. 27, very short. So the laughing sound you hear in the background is actually my autistic son. He and I are exploring all over the United States, but he makes a lot of noise sometimes, and you'll hear him in the background on my videos. 30, against the trees, but very, very short. 29, very deep, nice. 31 deep, very nice. 32, pretty short. Got the dump over here. Here's 34, pretty short. But it's right across from the dump. I'd rather be on the other side personally. They do have fresh water and a dump there. 35, pretty deep. 34, small trailer and a truck would fit there. 35 looks deeper though. 39 over there, and these sites over here have water and electricity. Very deep, so bigger rigs. So you can see 39, 41. They're all close together though. Look how close. 40 here, very, very short. 42 is deep. Backs into the trees, kind of nice. That would not be a bad site. But over here you got 43. 45. The water, electricity, all very nice. 44. Deep. 46 over here, deep. Looking down near the bathrooms. This 47's empty. 45. You can see how deep these things are. 49 with the big rig there, handicap. $50. A little bit of a slope in the beginning, but then it levels out real nice, very deep. You can see the water and electric back there. So all these sites on the right, they all have power, pretty nice. But just take a look at the bathrooms here in the campground in Death Valley. They all have running water, electricity, lights, right? But there's no outlets for shaving or anything like that. But flush toilets, very nice. 49 again. There's 50s empty. 51 with the black truck.
1 door safer.
51's got a slope. So we're approaching the end of this loop, and then I'm going to take you on to the next loop. We'll drive through that though. 53. Kind of backs from that big tree. It's kind of nice. And 54 is right at the entrance. Not so deep either, but. And then 55 is a very short site. Everything's paved. It looks like more of a group site with the fire pit like that. So I think my favorite site in this loop is... Site 10. I actually like 10. It's a little uneven in the back, but it's also at the main entrance, so that might be a negative. So the second main loop I'm going to take you on, I'm going to drive you through. Those sites on the left are pretty short, but the sites on the right are very long, and they have full hookups if you're looking for that when you're out here camping instead of boondocking. 80 is fairly long. 81 on the left, pretty long. 69 is long. It's got power though. Yeah, some of these sites on the right have power. But, yeah. 74, looks like must be handicapped. It's got a nice pad. 75's nice. But, yeah, some of these in here have power. And there's some tent sites, walk to only sites. Visitor centers right in there on the right. So close. At the end of this video, I'll share with you some of the things you can walk to at this park. It's a visitor center, though. Highly recommend checking that out. You can walk to it from camp. One of the better sites in the entire loop, actually the best site, is right here on the left. Yeah, on the left, very, very short backs to the trees. And you got a dump area. Right here is your dump. You got dump. And you got fresh water. Very nice. So that's a quick overview of the campground, but what does Furnace Creek look like? Let's go check it out. Furnace Creek Visitor Center. It looks like we got gas up there. That's Furnace Creek Visitor Center. Right next to kind of camp. Visitor Center is awesome. It's right next to camp. Let's go inside and take a quick look. The visitor center is definitely worth a stop to figure out what you want to go check out. I'm going to give you my top 3 at the end of this video. But the ranch at Death Valley, right next to the visitor center, we're going to drive into it here. Lots of food, eateries, general store, bar, all kinds of stuff for the visitor to check out. It's a little oasis. There's actually even a golf course back in here as well. But we found a really nice ice cream place / burger joint that was awesome. That's kind of cool. Elevation 190 feet below sea level. Really cool place. It's a pretty amazing oasis at Furnace Creek. But as promised, what are my top 3 things to see in Death Valley? The first one's Badwater, lowest point in the United States and North America. All right, we're at the lowest point in the United States. There's a white line on that mountain up there. That's sea level. So Badwater is pretty amazing, but on your way you have to stop at the Devil's Golf Course. Check this place out. So the third major thing I would check out is Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes near the west entrance of Death Valley. You ran down good, buddy. That was fast. As far as you can see, we got dunes out there. If you're camping, you might even want to spend a night at Stovepipe Campground, which is right next to the sand dunes in Death Valley. I'll leave a link in the description to that if you want to check it out. Short 3-minute video. I appreciate you watching this channel. My son and I do a lot of exploration across the United States, camping, hiking, backpacking, into our next adventure. Thanks for checking us out.